off work that was able to come out and be a help and a blessing to your teenagers. And I definitely couldn't have done it by myself. I don't ever want to do it by myself. But they were always there. They were helping with the team, so I'm very, very thankful for them starting the same thing.
My name is Sheena Jones. My favorite activity was probably Protective Clean. I just want to thank the parents. I mean, honestly, like the husbands that we had a dream group this year. Everyone knew what they were supposed to do, they were where they were supposed to be. It was amazing. And the counselors were such great help. I mean, it was such a great week. One of the decisions that I made was, they were talking about being courageous. I was with them on the camp, and there are just so many aspects of life that I'm not courageous in when I'm actually a timid person. So it was a very encouraging to me just to be more courageous.
My name's Lauren, and my favorite activity was, sounds goofy, but to push these teens to do what they were afraid of. And so to stand there and say, you can do it, and to, give them incentives and all of that, but to watch them conquer those fears and to keep going throughout the week, that was the coolest thing in the world. So that's my favorite activity. And I think the theme was to be strong and courageous. For me, I need to be strong and courageous and keeping strong and courageous for them. Because this is the next generation that is coming up. And there's this overwhelming feeling that they're going to be fine. This is our future, and they're going to take this and they're going to run with it. But my job right now is to keep encouraging them, keep praying for them, and keep them going. So that's what I'll do.
Hello, my name is Herman, and I'm the guy that everyone hates because I give away the points at camp. I wasn't really a counselor, and when I first saw the group pull up the first day of camp, I was like shocked to see them. It was weird to see them almost because it's been so long, but it was a blessing to be a part of the camp and being able to help there. But my favorite activity was probably lunch. We had some pretty good food there. Really good food, better than I expected. But other than that, I really liked all the activities. I love being an active guy. We're playing basketball. I got to play with Brother Richard, Pastor Coe, and then Brother Salvador. We were all on one team. I guess probably don't know those names, but we went undefeated that day. Beat Max's team, Christian's team. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it out loud. That was probably my favorite part of the camp activities. And then Pastor Coe, one of his messages that really spoke to me. He talked about how his brother, he really looked up to his older brother and really admired him. And he inspired him to do good in his life. His older brother went out to the mission field and wanted to serve God with his life. And then his older brother fell into sin. And he said, I can look at my brother and think, he's the worst person in my life. For what he's done, but he said this one thing. He said you can learn from the good things and the bad things of your heroes. And I want to encourage you guys, don't just look at the bad that your heroes have done. Your heroes will fail you, but don't forget about the good things that they taught you also. So that was one of my favorite messages there.
My name is John, and my favorite activity was probably playing basketball, meeting the kids. It's always fun. Or watching the kids do the high ropes, especially. Just seeing them, it's pretty scary. It's high up there and seeing them just go through, whether it's the first time or they did it last year. Just seeing them keep going, and that's encouraging because you can't go back. You have to once you get on the course, you have to get through it. And so some takes them a little bit, but it's encouraging to see them do that. And then Cindy did a video school session about meekness and then being liked versus being respected. And it was just really good. We decided to really meditate on that idea of meekness more and try to be.
I just wanted to say we have such a great group of teens. They were so willing to do anything. It was not hard to get our teams riled up. Me and Brother John were the captains of our team, and we start the chants, and they would go right along. And we were the only team that heard. They finally caught on the last couple days and tried to spirit points, and they were wondering why we were winning so bad. But one of the counselors mentioned to me, she was like, what do you guys do? Because they noticed how well behaved our kids were and how they had kids go off or looking for this kid and that kid. And it really is a reflection of the parents in our church and the leaders. So I'm thankful for Brother and Mrs. Jones and all that they put into the team. And my favorite activities were 9-ball. It was CB there at the junior night, and then zip line. I don't know how our teams made it look like it was a piece of cake, but it was a high up climb on a straight stair. Like, it was a workout by the time I got up there. And to jump off, like, I screamed the whole way down, and they missed it on video, but it was very fun and exciting. But what really spoke to me was Mrs. Jones was a split session speaker to all of our high school girls, and she just talked about waiting on the Lord. And sometimes I wonder, there's certain things that I have to work with. The Lord has me waiting on. And sometimes I wonder why. But the last day there, Brother Pope spoke on mighty men and mighty women, and